Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ian Reads Another Bedtime Story with me, Ian. Tonight, we're going to be reading one of my favourites. It's The New Noise, 2 weeks in Nashville for Wonderland magazine. I hope everyone's sitting comfortably. Rising indie band 2 weeks in Nashville currently have us addicted to their new single, All About Now. With infectious guitar melodies and crooning vocals, the indie band propels into a mid-noughties teen flick with this bouncy tune. Taken from their forthcoming debut album, Paper Planes and Razor Blades, the collective intertwined their signature rock sound with upbeat melodies for a rocking summer track. Who are your biggest musical influences?
We are all into different artists and genres, but when we think of our biggest influences, for me, my first big moment was hearing Jet's Are You Gonna Be My Girl on the radio in 2003. That made me want to play rock and roll from then on. For all of us though, it was just listening to the 60s, 70s bands that our parents would put on around the house when we were growing up. It's the same music that inspires us to write and play live. The Stones, The Who, The Beatles, and in the last few years, also really getting into U2 and Coldplay and the way they modernise and evolve their sound. It's just the rawness, energy and positivity they bring to their music and live shows that got us really hooked.
Billy says, talk us through the writing process.
In an ideal world, we gather 8 snails, assign a different chord to each of them, then race them. The first 4 across the lines are then used in the order they arrived. However, it's actually very mixed. We're always writing together and individually. We like to write about things we've experienced or people close to us have been through. So that's where we are inspired the most. A song could literally come from anywhere though. We're all bringing our own ideas and it really becomes a twin track when we put our own stamp on it. In the studio, the writing experience has been great fun, and it is a different experience for us as well. For the debut album, Paper Planes with Razor Blades, Nashville showed us a new message. We wanted to write positive lyrics and things to help us escape from what's going on in the world at the moment.
Argues Johnny. You sold out 2 headline shows in London earlier this year, and then COVID came and live stopped. What does this year have in store for you?
Yes. We can't believe the support we had on our first few shows. We can't thank everyone enough that travelled and got tickets to the shows. We are definitely missing that big part of the band. And seeing as there's no live touring for the foreseeable future, we are planning to continue our Twin Live 20 shows. We're hoping to do a 1 month and have a different support band that we will request on our sessions for each show to help out other bands that cannot play shows during this strange time. You can expect much more music too. We're working on more music videos from home with Joni doing the editing, so get strapped in.
Answers Mark. Where did the name 2 Weeks in Nashville come from?
If you haven't been to Nashville, we couldn't recommend it more. We were lucky enough to go there to experience it to help us try and lift us out of a hole in terms of writing. There's a reason why it's known as Music City. On the main strip in Broadway, it's literally live music 24/7. We fell in love with Nashville and really found our sound there, working with different people. It was just such a change of scene. It really opened our eyes. Everyone was so positive, full of energy and welcoming. 2 weeks in Nashville just seemed so obvious and a great fit.
Johnny spits aggressively. How would you describe your sound? Our sound is 60s, 70s rock and roll with a modern twist. In the studio, we really wanted to capture the rawness and energy of the old bands we grew up listening to. We recorded everything live in one room, and Brian Harris, our producer, was very on it in terms of capturing the sound. He made us leave everything in live, mistakes and all. The modern twist comes from the lyrics and the new sounds we're inspired by at the moment, Ian mentions heroically. Well, wasn't that nice? It's sad that we've come to another end of Ian Reads a Bedtime Story, but I hope you're ready for some sleep. I know I sure am. Okay guys, see you on the next one. Good night.